In this video, we will see two kinds of discount schedules offered in CPQ, range and slab. And we'll also see how block pricing works. Let's go to an opportunity and create a quote. Edit lines. And add product. Let's choose RFID key card. For this product, we have added a range discount schedule such that for quantity less than 2, there is no discount. For 3 to 5 units, it's 10% discount, and beyond that, it is 25% discount. So if you change the quantity to 2 now and press calculate, there is no discount. The net unit price, it still shows up as $1. If you change the quantity to 3, you can see that the net price, your net unit price is 90 cents, which is 10% reduction. And the total is $2.70 because there are 3 units. Even if you select 5 units, the discount remains the same, 10%. But the moment you change it to 6, it becomes 75 cents. That is 25% reduction from $1 price. Let's add another product. A mouse this time. To this product, we have added a slab discount schedule. So for first units, there is no discount. For the next 3, it's 10% discount, and beyond that, it's 25% discount. So the range is the same. Only thing is that it's a slab discount schedule rather than a range discount schedule. So let's change the quantity to 2 and say calculate. The unit price of each stays the same as 80, and so the net total becomes 160. Let's change it to 3 and say calculate. Now the price that shows up is 232. That is for 2 units, it's 80 each, so 80 into 2, 160. And for the third unit, it's 10% discount to 80, so that is 72. So 160 plus 72, that is 232. Now if you change the quantity to 5 and calculate, it shows us 376. Now that is 2 units for $80 each, that is 160. Next 3 units for 10% discount to 80, so 72 into 3, that is 216. So 160 plus 216 is 376. Now if you change the quantity to 6 units, it shows a price of 436. And how is that calculated? Is 80 into 2, 160, plus the next 3 units at 10% discount, which is 72 into 3, that is 216. And the next 1 unit at 25% discount to $80, that is $60. So 160 plus 216 plus $60 is 436. And now let's check out how block pricing works. Let's add product Thunderbolt to this opportunity. for this product, we have set block pricing such that for a quantity of 1 to 10, the price is $5. For 11 to 15 number of units, it's $6. And 16 and above, it's $7 with an overage rate of 0.05. Now, this overage rate is added on top of block price and is calculated by taking the difference between minimum quantity for the block and the quantity entered for that line item. So let's see how it works. For a quantity of 4, it's going to be $5. $5 in all. $5 in all because it's a block price. For 1 to 10 number of units, it's going to be $5. So even if I enter now 10 units, it will still show me $5 as the total price. The moment I change this to 11 though, it will show as $6 because the next block is $6 for units 11 to 15. If I change to 16 and say calculate, it will show as $7. That is because the minimum for the last range is 16 and the overage rate doesn't apply because minimum and the quantity entered is the same. So that difference works out to be 0. But if I entered this as 17, the difference is 1 multiplied by 0.05 plus 7. So it will work out to be 7.05. You change this to 21. It will be 21 minus 16 into 0.05 plus 7. So 7.25. Lastly, you change it to 25. It's going to be 25 minus 16, that is 9, into 0.05, that is 0.45, plus 7, that is 7.45. So these are just some of the ways the pricing can be worked out using CPQ pricing rules.